but we're glad to have you back celebrating with our DragonCon family once again. As you file into the room quickly but safely, find your seats, filling in all chair gaps. We just want to offer a few reminders and tips to help you have the best time in today's panel or event. Please, no flash photography at all, ever. It's very disorienting for our onstage talent. At the end of this video, you will see a QR code. Please scan the code and select your ball to our DragonCon Discord chat room. This is where you can ask your questions to today's talent on stage. Be ready for the moderator to possibly ask your question and the onstage talent to give you a personal shout out anytime throughout today's program. As always, thank you for being a DragonCon fan, and don't forget to rate all of your attended events in the DragonCon app. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy. Okay, this is the one. Scan it!
Some friends. On behalf of DragonCon, I would love to welcome to the stage, Staite.
They just said your name. I'm like, who did? DragonCon. It's been a minute, you guys. Oh my god.
Welcome back home.
Thanks.
I feel lonely. Can we bring some more friends?
Okay.
The incomparable goddess, Gina Torres.
Attention, but Sean and I were talking in the back because we haven't seen each other in forever.
Well, we don't want to keep you ladies waiting. Shall I bring him on the stage? Yes. Yay! Are we ready? The always handsome Sean Maher.
I can't believe you guys are all here at 10 a.m. on Friday. I'm impressed.
So much energy.
Like straight up impressed.
Thanks, Chris, for the water. Yes, hydration, Chris. Wow, so fun things in Hollywood these days, yeah?
Yeah. So much to do.
Just jam-packed sketch.
Well, Gina's been out there a lot.
I have. Yeah, that's been a good time. You know, we like to bring the party. Yeah. We like it's important.
If you have to do it.
If you have to do it.
Make it fun.
Right?
Yes.
Dance, hang out, shake your booty a little bit. Bring joy to the cause. That's what I'm talking about.
I love that. Well, we prepared some questions throughout the day, and I see that you're actively using that Discord QR code, so we will get to some fan questions as well. I love that there's even long paragraph questions, just like in real life. Those are my favorite. So, question number 1. All right, so fans know all about the characters that you've played over the years and their development, where they're from. Where are you, the person, from?
Isn't it weird when people ask you about yourself?
Boring.
It's the last thing they want to know.
I'm from Canada. Specifically BC, more specifically Vancouver. Yeah, a couple of Vancouver fans. It's great.
Never been.
You've never, yes you have.
Well, no, I dipped in and out of Vancouver once, but no, but it never worked. No. I've always worked on the other side. I've always worked in Toronto.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes me a bit sad.
Yeah, because Vancouver's beautiful.
It's nice in the summer.
Therein lies the problem.
Gina, where are you from?
I was born and raised in New York City. More specifically, the Bronx
Work.
and Washington Heights. Yeah, the movie is exactly like what it was like growing up, just so you know. Which I highly recommend. It's a great movie, by the way. I'm a Nina. What else? Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Nice.
New York.
Sean, how about yourself? Where are you from?
I'm from New York as well. My mom grew up in the Bronx. I grew up in a suburb of Manhattan called Thornwood, New York.
Woo! Thornwood!
I'm surprised nobody clapped. That's so weird.
I love that it was a suburb of Manhattan. Which is
Yeah.
You have to say that part.
I would always say, this is so weird, these
We
questions.
both caught that.
These questions about ourselves, and they're always sort of, I don't know, a little more elaborate. When people, where'd you grow up? New York, the city. But no, Thornwood, New York, and you could take the Metro North from the city and get off at the Pleasantville train station and walk a block to the Maher funeral home.
Are you guys glad you came here at 10 a.m.? If you ever need directions.
Yeah, or if it's not there anymore, but there are condos that are probably haunted.
See location.
Totally.
We'll sell Thornhill today.
Going back to what you said, Joel, about Vancouver, in 2008, I visited Vancouver for the very first time, and a certain person up here was a part of my wedding party in Victoria at the Fairmont Empress.
It's true.
Who?
It's still the best hotel.
Stunning. So yes, thank you for being a part of my wedding.
You're welcome.
My husband is at home taking care of 6 Sphinx cats, or he would be here to give you a warm hug.
Y'all have multiplied.
In more ways than one. So Chris, who was just here with the water, brought their 3 Sphinx cats and dropped them off at the house because their 3 cats are from the same cattery owner that we got our 3 from. So he's at home taking care of 6 Sphinx cats. Say that 6 times fast.
6 Sphinx cats, 6 Sphinx cats, 6 Sphinx cats.
You're welcome, Gina. You're welcome. Aren't you glad there's a strike?
This is what happens. The studios don't pay up. You get to hear about Thornwood, New York, and Sphinx cats.
So Sean,
Yeah.
in that neighborhood just outside of Manhattan, what did you think about being when you grow up?
What did I think about being?
When you grew up, if you've not grown up yet, that's
when
fine.
I grew
You
up,
got time.
well,
Did you want to be a shark or a jet?
I was a jet.
Were you a jet all the way?
I was. Yeah. What did I want to be? You know, I think when I really didn't understand that question until I discovered the theater, specifically Into the Woods. I saw Into the Woods on Broadway, and I decided, yes, that was what I wanted to do. And I started doing theater. It was the first time that I was like, oh, wow, this is, you know, I feel fulfilled. I feel all the above. And that was that. But prior to that, I really didn't, you know, outside of knitting, there really was nothing that I could, you know, think of that I was good at.
Hey, knitting?
Totally.
You knit?
Jewel.
This is, don't you guys think this is very interesting? Like, I feel like I know you both really
Guys,
well,
I'm
but I don't think I do.
Come on.
Are you joking?
I'm totally joking.
An actor told a lie? What?
You are
That's how we're
tired.
That's how we're gonna play this. I was being all sincere up here.
So Sean, the theater, we have a Discord question that alludes to you playing a Shakespeare villain
Yeah.
from Gorlab. Gorlab, raise your hand. Or don't. Okay, Gorlab asked about you playing a Shakespearean villain. What's another Shakespeare role you'd like to play?
Oh, wow. That's... fuck.
I didn't take
It says right here, please remember you may
What
be
was
on
that, 10
DCTV right now.
Made it 7 minutes in, and congratulations.
That actually might be a record. I don't know. That's like Sophie's choice. Who asked the question?
Gorlab, who didn't recognize themselves.
Maybe somebody. Maybe.
Or they forgot their screen name. Okay.
Holding up, oh my god, they're holding up.
Well done.
That's the official Discord lightsaber.
Why didn't she wave that before so you could see it?
He probably had to turn it
I was
on.
going to ask him if he had any ideas.
Nope.
Nope. I don't know. Say it again?
Iago?
Okay. Oh, I never thought of that. Yeah.
A lot to memorize.
What's next?
So Joel, this is more up
I'll
our
have to
alley.
get back.
Yeah.
What's this? Tony will give me a little tutorial on the Discord.
Discord.
Yeah. Maybe I'll text Joss and see what he says.
Ooh.
Because I defer to him.
Speaking of villains, so. No. It's okay, you can turn against me, it's fine. HK in the audience from Discord. Are you here, HK? Jewel, French fries or tater tots? I mean, carbs are bad.
I just don't find French fries that exciting.
I don't think I know you at all.
Guys, I'm saying we're gonna really find some new things about each other this weekend
Okay.
with this strike on.
Yes.
Yeah, so I guess tots. I guess. Yeah.
Gina,
Yes.
same question to
Same
you.
question.
That extreme response told me you had something to say.
Well, I love a good French fry. They gotta be good not cold and soggy. I'm not like a French fry, however they come. Kind of, okay. But tots do have their place. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
At like 3 a.m. I think tater tots in the oven are great.
Yeah.
So Sean, you said knitting, but are there any surprising hobbies that you actually do participate in that they may not know about?
Don't I get to answer that question?
Oh. 1 hour, buddy.
Okay, what?
I'm sorry, let me rephrase the question. French fries or tater tots?
Hash browns.
Better.
Okay. What's your go-to Waffle House order? Oh my God. Thank you, Austin and Discord, for that question. To help
We
me.
are in
We were
Atlanta.
gonna go like a few days ago to a Waffle House, weren't we? And I've actually never been to one.
Same.
I mean, I've been to IHOP, just not like a. All right, settle the fuck down.
11 minutes in.
Did it again. Don't. I know, IHOP's gross, I get it. But yeah, we were gonna go the other day, my daughter and I.
Hash brown, scattered, smothered, covered, chunked, diced, topped.
There you go.
Cat. I'm sure there's some other ones. Peppered.
Peppered.
Yeah.
I've been to Waffle House twice in the last 5 days. Yeah, my guy who's sitting over there, it's like that's his thing. He loves the peanut butter waffle with like a side of scrambled eggs.
Ooh, I could do that.
Yeah,
sounds
right?
good.
Yeah. I like a bowl. Yeah, I like a bowl, like my hash brown bowl with sausage
Yum.
covered. Yeah, I'm good.
It always goes back to food when a fat kid like me is up on the stage, kids.
Listen, you know, you have that, if you have that right now, you won't be hungry till about 7.
It's a while.
With a nap in the middle. Yeah.
So, Jewel,
Yes.
mentor. Someone in your life that you consider the best role model or mentor.
Nigella Lawson. It was a joke and you
Wow.
could laugh. No, seriously, I don't really have mentors. I think I'm more obsessed with chefs than I am with people in the entertainment industry. Like, I don't fangirl over actors ever. It's chefs.
Well, it could be somebody that's personal to your life, and you win that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
The chef.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really have a mentor. I mean, I think there are people that I love and admire and respect that I take things from and try and adopt those habits. You know, Nathan's not here. But I would say that, like, I've learned a lot from him on how to be a really good number one.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so that's an example of somebody that I, you know, admired. The past tense, I don't know why that's in the past tense. It shouldn't be. But, you know, things like that. So I wouldn't say that I have like a mentor,
Gotcha.
but they're, yeah.
Gina, same question to you. Any role models or mentors that inspired you to be the person you are today?
Yes, actually, well, there are a few, but the one that stands out the most is this really beautiful, amazing woman legend icon by the name of Diane Carroll.
Oh.
Yeah. And so, you know, she came into my consciousness very early on, and I remember as a kid watching her on TV, and then she'd changed the game for women of color when she was the first black bitch on TV as Dominic Devereaux on Dynasty.
This champagne is burnt.
Yes, exactly. And then I had the good fortune of meeting her, and she became my friend. And truly one of, I would call her my glam mom.
Oh, she was glamorous.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. But she had such grace and power and the most wicked, naughtiest sense of humor. I just adored. But yeah, she taught me a lot, and I miss her. And yeah, Miss Diane.
Well said. Like as soon as you said Diane Carroll, I immediately went to that entrance scene where she has that glass of champagne. Was it with Crystal Carrington or?
No, it was with Alexis.
Alexis.
Yes, Alexis is putting out caviar and all kinds. She takes a sip of champagne and says, "Oh, this champagne was like frozen or overly chilled at some point." And Alexis kind of looks at her and cocks her brown and goes, "It's burnt." I went, "Oh." Someone just outdid Alexis. And she looked like me. Yeah, representation matters.
It does. Sean, how about yourself? French fries or tater tots?
Baby Jesus.
When is this strike over?
Okay, all right.
I'll piggyback on Jewel in that there are so many people along the way who have guided me that constantly changes, especially these last couple years of my life. There's some specific people I can think of that have taught me how to walk again, and without sort of their insight on truly like how to live a wholehearted life. I don't know what I'm doing. I always lean on somebody to kind of give me some input or some help along the way.
Okay, lighter.
What?
Lighter note question. Because this got heavy, everybody got quiet and all serious.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna bring us back to comedy.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Eighth wonder of the world. You got to pick it. What would it be?
Oh, Waffle House.
Well done. Well done. Gina.
Oh, really? Eighth wonder of the world. The cronut.
Five Daughters Bakery makes a great one here in town. Check it out.
I'm so hungry.
A sconut.
Is that like a scone meets a donut?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Do I hear bagpipes?
Yes.
Welcome to DragonCon. Thanks, friends. So, Jewel, eighth wonder of the world.
DragonCon.
Yeah! I approve this message. Okay, if you had a superpower, what would be your ideal superpower, Jewel?
The power to heal people. I'm being serious. The snort. Because I knew, like, as soon as I was gonna say it, he was gonna. Oh, Sean. I set him up, you knock him down. It'd be a good power, though. I just wouldn't, like, tell a lot of people about it, you know?
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need the lineup outside my house.
Right. Self-care.
Yes, it is. Setting boundaries with my power.
Gina, same question for you.
Time travel.
Whoa. Good one.
Yeah.
That demands a follow-up. You immediately say time travel. Was there a point in time that you thought would be wonderful to visit?
All of them. Yeah. I'm a bit of a history geek. Yeah, and I'm nosy as hell. So I really want to be in all the rooms where it happened. I want to come back and report. What would have been my B plan if this acting thing hadn't like kicked off, because of my nosy ass tendencies, like investigative reporting.
Yeah.
Journalism, yeah, but time travel. It's a good one. Yeah.
What are you, Shawnee?
Yeah, Sean.
Kind of want to fly.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Just for the fuck of it.
10:21.
How many minutes was that one?
I'm just putting the time count on every time you drop the F-bomb so we can edit it out in later broadcasts.
Is there a
Oh,
swear
a
jar?
swear jar.
Oh my god.
Ooh. Yeah, DragonCon's charity this year is Cure for Cancer. It's a childhood cancer research and support. So last year we were able to match over $100,000 for a charity last year, so we gave over $200,000. So this year we're hoping to make that even better for Cure Childhood Cancer. So we not only have great conversations about Waffle House, but we're quite philanthropic about making sure our communities are enriched and empowered.
Yeah, we definitely need a
Thanks to
swear
you.
jar then. We should also get a jar at our signing table, or like if anyone asks us if there's going to be a season 2 of Firefly, they have to put money in it.
Yes.
Right?
I like that.
Oh, that just cost you $20.
Sean, if you could have any pet, any animal as a pet, what would it be?
Ooh. Oh.
That's a good one.
I don't know. I'm kind of obsessed with my dogs right now because it's the first time I've ever had dogs in my life. Why not get 2, right, Sophia? And after having the rug pulled out from underneath me because I didn't understand this whole like good dog, bad dog thing, it just all seemed too simple and black and white. And of course I had to overcomplicate it because that's what I do. But now I'm just sort of a new delicious dog person, so I'm gonna enjoy that for now before I tell you I want a tiger.
Gina?
I love animals. I love them all. I want to live on a lot of land and just have a useless farm. Yeah, I really do. Right?
Why not?
Yeah. Yeah, I told my guy that they all had to be miniatures, like little cow, little pony, little miniature goats, little miniature pigs, just a little miniature useless farm.
I love it.
And I can just cuddle with them. I know, right?
Learning so much about you.
Joel, how about yourself?
I'm pretty basic. And I have these 2 ragdoll kitties at home.
Oh my God.
They're so cute. Like, it's ridiculous. And I'm so obsessed with them. I've always been a cat person, but I'm so obsessed with these 2 goofs that I just want more ragdolls. Like, I think I'm gonna become, eventually, maybe a crazy cat lady. So yeah. I just
I have 6 Sphinx cats if you want one.
I got it. It was applause for crazy cats.
Chris Bum rushes me and goes, not my cats.
I'm slowly campaigning for more kitty wheaties. Right, Charlie? Just one more. Maybe 2 more.
Cat
Charlie's
Swan.
like,
Where's Cat Swan in the audience? Thank you, friend. Oh, there's 2 of you. Uh-oh, 3. Wow. It's that common of a name, Cat Swan? Or was it group effort to ask what's your favorite book? All right, cool, great. Thanks, team. Joel, your favorite book?
Oh, my favorite book.
Ooh.
That's so hard.
That's
I think my favorite book is still Fall on Your Knees by Anne-Marie MacDonald. She's a Canadian author. That book is so out of control, amazing, and should be a movie starring me. I also love Shantaram That's a wild ride. But I read constantly. I read a lot, so it changes often.
Gina?
I don't read enough. After I had my kid, like reading a book was like was slightly narcoleptic. Like it took me forever. It took me forever. And then I read so many scripts. Okay, but that's not the question. So, I recently read a book. Now this is by the same, 2 books, same author. 20 years ago, she caught my heart because she wrote something called The Dirty Girls Social Club. Elisa Valdez, you know this. Somebody
read it.
that book.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, the person that asked the question. So, don't you feel doubly rewarded?
And so I recently got to meet her because I wanted to turn that into a movie or a series. And then she's just recently written a book called Hollow Beasts, which is fantastic. So that's my most recent. Yeah. Lisa Valdez. There you go.
How about yourself, Sean?
Oh, gosh, this is a hard one again. This is like the Shakespeare question. I would say Shooky Bane would be... Yeah, okay, thanks, guys. I don't feel like an asshole, do I? Just kidding.
27. Do you remember who the author is?
Well, I was going to go back. Now I was going to switch gears to A Prayer for Owen Meany. Was always like my favorite book of all time. But I'm reading Demon Copperhead right now, which is astounding. It's so good. Barbara Kingsolver. It just won the Pulitzer. So. Yeah, but I like Jewel, I read constantly, and I flip-flop back from like, spiritual sort of like, self-help-ish books to, to fiction, to a biography. I just read Tell Me Everything, the Minka Kelly memoir, so good. Oh, it's intense. And then I just read The Testaments, which was the follow-up to A Handmaid's Tale. And if you have not read it, holy moly, I'm like a handmaid. That question doesn't come up. Favorite TV show of all time outside of Firefly? Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
I can't watch it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't watch it. It's too upsetting.
So good.
Favorite book of all time, Jitterbug Perfume. Tom Robbins. Yeah, I love that book. Always
Good
go back to
one.
that one, yeah.
The question wasn't to me, but I believe in advocating literacy. The Sparrow by Mary Doria Russell is one of the best pieces of science fiction literature ever written. Hands down, The Sparrow. So good. All right.
I actually want a pet pig.
There it is.
I was just looking over at my daughter, and she was taking care of a pig all summer, and was so in love. And I was thinking, oh, a pet pig would be super fun, because that's a thing.
Yeah.
Do you still eat bacon?
I was curious. So, not lately.
But you still eat it?
I mean,
Because that would be weird.
I don't like pick it off my food. It's there. I just don't go. I don't. When I go to the Waffle House, it's usually like not something. It's not my go-to.
So Gina,
Yes.
Aviator, Discord Aviator? Yeah! What was it like going to the royal wedding?
Oh, good one.
I was living for those texts, Gina.
Zach doesn't cover that?
Hit 30.
Yeah, Gina cursed.
It was hectic.
Oh yeah.
Almost as hectic as DragonCon, quite frankly.
Gina looks so fucking beautiful.
Agreed.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a once in a lifetime invite. And it was surreal. It was surreal and it was hectic, and my friends were there, and we had a really good time. It's like any wedding.
Yeah, Gina. It's like any wedding.
Come on. Your feet hurt at the end of the day. The food was okay.
Come on.
What?
Was the champagne
There was
burnt?
that guy that you couldn't quite lose that talked to you all the time.
Grandma got drunk on the dance floor.
I mean, so embarrassing.
Okay, random hero, where are you? I mean, you're all random heroes, but specifically Discord random hero. This question is bonkers. I love it. What is the worst mispronunciation of your name that someone has called you? I remember a good one for Gina. So there was somebody that like deliberately mispronounced all your names, and the one that stuck out to me was Gina Torres.
No, that was Nathan because
It was Nathan. Okay.
It was Nathan because there was a promo that came out for the movie, and it was like starring, and it was like Nathan Fillion, and then it said Alan Tudyk, and he died, and it became this joke.
In this joke.
Yeah.
And then Nathan would be on set, and he would be saying all of our names wrong. He'd be like, Roan Glaze.
Sam Maher. And Gina Torres.
So stupid.
Staite.
Yeah, Staite.
And then, wait, it was Nathan Falayan.
And you're doing that voice, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, Sumer Leo. So dumb. It was the dumbest joke, and like, we're still laughing about it. Stupid.
Thank you for that.
With Nathan, it's like, if you laugh one time, you encourage it.
And then it just goes.
It goes for years. I get a lot of like Jules on my name. Like people want to pluralize it. Like it's the weirdest thing. I'm like, hi, my name's Jewel. And they're like, nice to meet you, Jules. I'm like, no. There's only one of me. It's very weird. Anyway, pet peeve.
There you go.
I got a lot of scene.
You do not.
No, I used to, as a little baby boy. It was so embarrassing.
Still reliving that
So
trauma.
my therapist says I'm getting much better with working through that. Thank you.
Hug it out.
If only Joel would use her magic healing powers.
Does that cover psychological disorders?
I just meant the physical. Okay. I'm not touching the psychological shit. I'm not.
I will say that since Starbucks, I never knew there were so many different ways to spell Gina. That's fascinated me over the years.
Like, does anybody ever spell it G-Y-N-A?
No. Not G-Y.
Like,
They
Gina?
rarely get the G. Well, sometimes they get the G. There's 2 E's, and sometimes there's a J and an E and an A and 2 N's. It's like they're trying too hard, man.
It's like they do all that extra work and they didn't have to.
It's like,
No, on the opposite of that, aside from mispronunciations, what's the strangest compliment you've ever received? Or one that just took you off guard because it was sincere, but you're just like, that's what you want to call? Okay.
One time, I was here. It was at DragonCon, like years ago.
Apropos.
I was in an elevator with, I don't think you guys were here. Ron was here. Ron Glass was here.
Yes.
And we were in the elevator, and a bunch of people in there, of course, because DragonCon. And this guy walked in, and he was standing next to me, and he said, "Has anybody ever told you you look like Jules
I was in the
Staite?"
elevator with you.
Has anybody ever told you look like Jewel Staite, and Ron started laughing that Ron Glass laugh.
Yes, because you were thinking of Jewel the singer.
And
'cause you
everybody
played the
laughed.
joke.
And then the guy goes, oh, no, 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 it's a compliment.
I remember that because you were like, oh, like Jewel the singer, I love her. And then the guy was like, no, no, Jewel Staite, the actor, it's a compliment. And I remember the girlfriend kind of going,
Like, what does
come
that
on,
mean?
honey, she doesn't know her science fiction. And he howled. But yes, I was on the elevator with you when that happened. True
That
story.
was the weirdest one.
For me.
I get that a lot. You look like.
Yeah.
Has anybody told you look like? And I go, but no, well, oh God, no, it's not strange. I think people are genuinely surprised that I am as tall as I am. Yeah.
I think you're the perfect height.
All right, thank you.
And that's now her strangest compliment. I'm the perfect height, whatever that means. Sean, a strange compliment that took you by surprise, or you were like, oh, okay.
I can't think of one. I can make one up. No, I mean, I do get the whole like, has anyone ever told you? And I'm like, no, never.
What's the TikTok where the guy's like, hey, you look like a Beyonce, and she's like, no, I look like Sharissa. You know what I'm talking about? It's hilarious. It's like the best comeback to somebody that's like, you look like X celebrity, and you're like, no, I look like me. Because I'm that person that you're saying I look like.
Who do you guys get that you look like? Like who?
Me.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay. So no one's like, you look like, you remind me of, or you look like so and so, and you're like, no.
No, it's usually me. At this point, it's me. Sometimes it's somebody else.
Yeah.
That happens.
Because
That's what I'm talking
because
about.
we're sort of in that place, right, where if like you're out in the wild,
Yeah.
like living your life, and people have no context for you,
Yes.
they're trying to place you. And sometimes it's like, were you in that Medea movie? No,
Trying
I
to
know they've
place you.
seen you
Yeah.
somewhere. They just don't know. It's like, I know you. What if you? I was like, I'm not gonna go through my 35-year resume to help you figure out what you're up there. No. That's when I just keep moving.
It's always a weird converation. Or,
It's-
you
yeah,
know,
it's weird.
when people are like, what shows? And you name a few shows, and then they go, I don't watch TV. I can't help you. I had one guy who was like, it was some social situation where he randomly started talking about Firefly. And I was like, oh, I was in that show. And he was like, you were? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, who were you? I'm like, I was the mechanic on the show. And he was like, no. Hey, I'm not gonna try and convince you.
You're right.
Yeah, that's happened to me too. And then when they're like, oh yeah.
The backwards compliment. That's the best.
Yeah.
I have a suspicion that Gina's answer would be history, but if any of you were able to teach like a college subject, like you dropped in and taught something, what would the coursework be?
How not to be an asshole in public. I think we need that class. More and more.
I might say mindfulness.
Okay.
Aw.
Spirituality.
What's that? Same.
How not to be an asshole spiritually and mindfully.
Mindfully, though.
on the inside and the outside. Perfect.
I think I would like to teach some sort of cooking class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Especially
my-
bacon.
On French fries.
With a hash brown and waffle on the side.
I'm so hungry.
Ooh, but that leads into a really good question, Joel, about cooking. I know that you're an avid cook. What is your most prized dish that you love to cook?
I mean,
That you're just proud as anything?
I do a good lasagna,
Oh.
right? What else?
Looking for the husband for agreements,
I know.
just in case.
What else? I always blank on this because I feel like I don't really. It's very rare that I cook the same thing twice.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I like to try new things, so
Okay.
I feel like I'm always sort of deviating from. Like if I make ribs, you know, the next time I make ribs is different.
Sure.
Like, I like to just sort
Variety.
of try new things. But if I had to impress someone, I would probably do a lasagna
Nice.
because it's pretty good.
I believe you.
Gina?
It's really good.
I believe you.
Gina's a killer cook. P.S.
Thanks.
That jambalaya,
Yeah.
almighty,
I do love to cook.
that was so good.
Thank you.
It was the seafood stock.
remember that.
That's what made it. I do remember. I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. Clearly.
Yeah, no, I like to experiment too. And like, gosh, there's some like family faves that I can't really get away from, and it's usually my it's usually like the Cuban dishes. So yeah, right. I mean, those are the ones that keep them coming.
We have to look to our significant others for this. Yeah, we're like, right?
So I make a killer black bean soup.
Ooh.
And there's picadillo, which people love, and then a real crowd pleaser is a flan. Yeah, it's one of the easiest things in the world to make, but then you like poke that thing and then the caramelized sugar and then
Oh, yeah.
it's pudding. But here you go.
There's
Yeah.
magic in baking.
There is.
Like, you can either overcook that flan or undercook it.
Yeah.
It has to be right.
Yeah, no, that's true. That whole-
So, Sean, how about yourself?
Well, I don't bake because the science of it. Can
Yeah, most people don't.
Yeah, I have a hard time. And I like to cook a lot. I have become less experimental in my old age because I have just a few go-tos. We are a brunch household, so if we host, it's always a like 4 or 5 hour brunch. Perfect. And I can do now with my eyes closed. It's the Barefoot Contessa's potato basil frittata, which is
You sent me that one. That's a good one.
yes, it's a good one. And then we have it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. It's so good. But yeah, we're a brunch family, which I always do bacon. So maybe we shouldn't get a pig.
I know these things. That's why I asked.
On Discord, Uncle_Bear. Where's Uncle_Bear?
Yo.
Hey, buddy. Yes, you are. Okay. This is a more specific question, but you spoke about Cuban food. What's your favorite Cuban restaurant in New York?
In New York? Oh gosh, I haven't been to a Cuban restaurant in New
Okay.
York in a really, really long time. See, that's the thing, right? When you can cook it,
Right.
there's
There it
like
is.
you're like such a snob about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were just staying at a place that when there was a Cuban restaurant not far from us, and I looked at the menu. I looked the menu up online because we were gonna go. I'm like, oh my God, there's a Cuban place here, and let's go. And I looked at them. I'm like, there are no tacos in Cuba. No, we're not going. No. I'm so irritated. Don't do enchiladas. We don't do tacos. We don't do Chipotle. No, this is not a Cuban restaurant.
Right.
This is a lot of things. For a lot of people, I get it.
Yeah.
It's Georgia. Gotta, I mean, everybody wants their taste of whatever, but just for the record, we don't do tacos.
What was that? Birria?
Birria? Birria? Yeah, no, that's Mexican.
Hold on, girl.
I do. No, I mean, I love food. I love Mexican food. My point is just that, if you want Cuban food, that
You want Cuban food. Okay.
So
Sean,
it
is
made
there...
me question if the Cuban food was actually authentic.
Right.
Even though I understand that they had to have these other dishes on the menu for people who wanted those dishes.
I think you wonder...
It got serious again.
Yeah. Dissections of recipes. I tried, guys.
We're not a monolith, okay? There's like... there are many different things. All right, I'll stop. When is that strike over?
My go-to brunch in New York is Balthazar. I think it's fantastic. But is there a good Cuban place in New York, Sean?
So good. I don't think I've had Cuban in New York.
I haven't either. That's what I was hoping.
I mean, it used to be... Victor's Cafe was the go-to.
Okay.
But that was years and years ago. I don't think it's open anymore. Yeah.
Balthazar is fantastic.
Oh, so good.
And best eggs.
I'm going in October, and I'm
Okay.
going back for sure.
And the best eggs Benedict, I think, West Village Tartine, tiny little hole in the wall.
Okay. I will take that note seriously after the show. Yeah. Because we've only got, 10 minutes left? Is that right? I know we want to be here all day. Oh, well, hey, while we're getting towards the end of our panel, what is everyone else doing the rest of the weekend so our fans can find you after the panel?
What are we doing? we
Clearly
signed.
eating.
We signed today.
Oh, you're signing in the Walk of Fame?
We
Okay.
signed this afternoon.
You want me to pull up our schedule?
Yeah, could you?
No!
For real.
It's fine.
For
You
real.
don't have to do that.
And then we have photos.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we have some
I
photos.
don't know where that's happening.
That's okay. They can
We
find
just
it in the
go where they
DragonCon
tell
app.
us to go.
I think we're going to be between the Hyatt and the Marriott, mostly. I think.
Yeah, I think this is your only Hyatt visit. You should be in the
We have
Marriott the rest of the
something
day.
for us to know. Anyway.
No.
No, we don't. Well, maybe that's the Stargate thing I have. I was on this other show. Nice. Huge fandom. We have another panel on Sunday, guys.
Okay. So our reunion on Sunday, so we can have more stories to tell.
So
We'll
not
come up with
lying
some
to you.
more.
We're
Guys, I
signing.
Come up
took a
with some
picture
more
of it.
stories.
Look, I took a picture.
I believe you.
I have it
Do you
here.
have it?
So we're signing at 1. I don't know where. Oh, wait.
I appreciate how big your font is right now.
Yes.
Oh.
1 p.m. at the Hyatt on Sunday.
But we're
Here.
also at the Marriott today, right?
Yeah, we're at the Marriott
Marriott
today.
At 1
Yes.
o'clock to
And then the photo
almost like
ops.
5:40.
You guys were eating up the last 10 minutes doing this bullshit.
He
Now it's
asked.
like it's coming to a thing.
Okay,
We're
it's
gonna get his
happening.
bifocals out and like. Anyway, we're here all weekend.
And don't worry, fans. On Sunday, there's a whole separate list of questions that will be asked by the moderator. So they can go, oh, I can't wait to
We're an
answer
animal. What could you be?
So, what's one big question that people ask to finish this out? Okay, you asked about a time machine earlier. What would you have loved to have placed in a time capsule years ago for someone to find later? Ooh, that phone.
She took the call,
There's
yeah.
our 10
She took the call, y'all. She don't care about the answer. Is everybody okay? Your son had called? Is your son okay?
You're allowed.
His
you're
name's
allowed.
Toby?
Hi, Toby.
Hey, Toby.
Hi, Toby.
Okay.
What's his question? Okay.
Does Toby have a question? What's that? Oh.
Aw, really?
Right on.
Pedialyte, it tastes terrible.
Hydrate.
I get it. I'm glad he's checking up on you today.
Hydrate.
So time capsule, take us out. Something maybe you would have liked to have dropped in.
I had a really awesome AM, FM little radio when I was a kid that I would fall asleep holding, and it was Ernie, like Bert and Ernie.
Yeah.
Ernie in a bathtub in a bubble. He was in a bubble.
Aww.
Yeah, I could use that today.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's adorable. Yeah, that and a really great pair of jeans that they don't make anymore, but
I would say my New Kids on the Block sleeping bag. Please don't go, girl. You know, the only fan letter I've ever written in my life was to Joey McIntyre. God, I was so obsessed, man. So obsessed. Do you remember when we were at that con, I don't know what city, and Jordan Knight was in the lobby, and I lost my mind. Like, it was the weirdest, like, he walked out of the elevator, and I was like, that looks like Jordan Knight. And then he kept walking to his town car that was waiting for him on the thing, and I was like, oh my God. And I, like, involuntarily started, like, moving towards him. Like, I turned into a 10-year-old girl. Something overcame me, but I didn't catch him. And he, like, got in the car, and I was like, nice to watch it. He looked so good, though. Nice. Aged like a fine wine.
Not that, Sean.
Things are about to take a turn. You need the microphones away now. I don't know.
I don't know why I was just thinking about my Ewok village from. I had the whole thing I got it for Christmas, like literally the whole setup, like every little, and it tumbled down a ravine in the backyard because I was trying to bring it to the woods, so it like because I was like clearly art directing at that age. Gayer than the day is long, and nobody knew. Yeah, and it tumbled, and I have no idea why I'm thinking about that, because then I got the Jabba the Hutt set up, and I don't have that either.
There's a lot of trauma here.
Well, that's what the time capsule would have been for, so you could have opened it and been like, there they are.
There they are. Yeah.
I love this. So I want to thank all of you here today for being here. I hope your weekend is full of marvelous spiritual mindfulness, good cooking tips. We love you all, and I want to thank this beautiful, beautiful group of people.
That's the way to kick it off, honestly.
Enjoy DragonCon, sincerely.
We love you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.